For many years there were rumours that officers within Special Crime and Internal Affairs had acted either unethically or improperly. What these reports that Fairfax has now obtained reveal is that, yes, these investigators say there was improper behaviour, there was indeed criminal behaviour, and I'll just quote what they say about not just strike force emblems, but previous strike forces which investigated similar complaints against members of that Internal Affairs unit. And it says the strike forces identified systemic corruption and mismanagement. This was endemic in the areas of applications for listening device, telephone intercept and search warrants. Serious adverse findings of corruption were found against senior officers attached to the Special Crime and Internal Affairs Command. And it goes on to say, this is the Strike Force Emblems report, they go on to say that their suspicions of alleged corruption match the suspicions of earlier investigators. The problem is, it appears that while the New South Wales Police Force has had these reports for years, they've been buried. It appears, on the face of it, it appears that nothing has ever been done to address what these reports say is systemic corruption. I think one of the consequences of this now being made public is, for the police involved, for many in the police force, they'll be absolutely outraged that this has been suppressed for so many years. Many of the police named in those listening device warrants will be extremely angry. They've been angry for over a decade. This will make them even angrier, I would have thought, and they may wish to seek legal redress. They may take legal action. From the public's point of view, I think it's going to shake their faith a little bit in the New South Wales Police, because the people who are being criticised in these reports were the so-called white knights. These were the people who were supposed to be the most ethical, the most fastidious when it came to doing proper investigations. And yet it's revealed here, according to these reports, that these guys themselves were breaking the law. I think it presents a major problem for the O'Farrell government. I think they cannot ignore this. They already have a former Supreme Court judge, David Levine, looking into whether there was impropriety. He's pretty much operating on his own. I don't think he has much of a chance, with no disrespect to him, to go through thousands and thousands of pages of documents, records of interview, memos, briefing notes. It seems to me it's a job for a judicial inquiry, an independent judicial inquiry, perhaps from a judge from another state.